Today started out nice and relaxed, reviewing some of the footage we'd been shooting for the last few weeks.
After 25 years of intense civil war, the island nation of Sri Lanka is now a nation on the rise.
But once again, we got a phone call, and we mobilized the crew.
Since man has stood upright, there have been animals standing by his side. Those animals didn't just show up one day at the side of the hut and say, "How can I serve you?" No, the domestication and captivity of animals has lasted for thousands of years. And almost as long, the controversy. What are the moral ramifications? After all, when we first showed up here, one of the most startling images we saw were two temple elephants chained to a tree in obvious physical and mental distress. This morning, we saw what appears to be a healthy human-elephant interaction. Two elephants being bathed and treated well, in obviously good mental and physical shape. They weren't being prodded or stabbed. So what is the answer?
Yet another phone call got us on the run, but this time, it was a 4-hour drive through some of the most remote regions of Sri Lanka. We'd heard about an accidental shooting of an elephant up north. By the time we arrived, there was quite a crowd that had gathered, and they were mostly there to see us.
So we drove for almost 4 hours through some of the most rural Sri Lankan country we've ever seen. And we'd gotten a call that an elephant had been shot. We got on scene, found out that there was an elephant that had been brought to the preserve about 10 years ago and actually acclimated really well with humans. But a human that didn't know him mistook a gesture, felt threatened, and shot him in the mouth about 3 weeks ago. The elephant's still upright, but he's obviously emaciated and very weak. They're trying to get some help on scene right now to do some surgery that's never been done before. The challenge is right now we're dealing with a strike situation, so we're kind of keeping our fingers crossed, and as you can see behind me, we are performing an interview with one of the rangers.
There was nothing more we could do for the elephant that day, so we just got back to the business of making a documentary. Which reminds me, go to SavingGanesh.org and Facebook.com/SavingGanesh. Oh, and here's an outtake for you.
So we ended up driving almost